Hi world, it's 20 to 2 in the afternoon on the 28th of June 2014. I'm having a break. I'm at a conference in Bath. Look at this. The Marriage of Heaven and Earth. And it's at the Bath Royal Literal and Scientific Institute. And today we're looking at the idea of the relationship between heaven and earth at a global perspective. I saw a great workshop this morning on the latest findings of the astronomical layouts of certain of the Egyptian structures that are still being discovered. There's some wonderful stuff coming out of Egypt at the moment. And I've missed out on some of the more secular stuff around the Near East this morning. But I'm going back in a minute, and I'm going to go back and we're going to be looking at things like the faces of heavens, early modern astrological magical imagery, or the thunderbolt shaping the image of Lucifer in Mexican astronomy. And this is just, to me, music to my ears, you know. Tomorrow, of course, it's the European stuff. We'll be dealing with the prehistoric temples of Malta, the Boyne Valley of Ireland, the stone circles of the west of Ireland. And we've got some cracking professors coming from all over the world talking about things like the astrology and the astronomy of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. We've got really good stuff around the multimedia experience of cosmological space. Things like this. It's just, I'm in my element. This is happening in my town. Great. And it's made me think about, well, we're halfway through the year. So rather than look at what's going on, sure, in the meantime, we're at the end of a Mercury retrograde and there's a station going on. So there's a great flood of information coming in now, which in a few days' time we'll be able to piece together and make clear, cohesive decisions from. The Grand Cross is over-ish. Yeah, really? Just about? We're beginning to look forward. Yes, we've got this month. We've got Saturn standing still and going forwards, followed 30 hours later by Uranus standing still and going backwards, exactly in conjunct each other all month, now, next month, and it's like a perpetual itch you can't scratch, the niggle between the need for Saturnine tradition, structure, order versus Uranian chaos, anarchy and disorder. So there's going to be a few fragmentary fractures in old structures that aren't being flexible over the coming month, especially with the Jupiter new moon. It's exactly square Mars at 0 Scorpio on the 26th. So the latter 2 weeks of July are going to be particularly hectic. But once we're into August, folks, it's changing. Jupiter moves into Leo. Uranus will already be in Aries. Later in the year, Saturn starts moving into Sagittarius. We're moving into fire energy. And that's going to bring a much greater sense of individual determinism, of dynamicism, of self-empowerment, and of getting off your backside and making things happen, to be blunt. And this is going to start becoming more and more evident from August onwards. Mars will move into Scorpio, then Sagittarius, and begin its journey again. And the Grand Cross will become a thing of the past. And from perhaps September onwards, the overriding aspect in the heavens from September, at least through to perhaps February, March, is that of Jupiter in Leo trine Uranus in Aries. Now this really should bring quite a few positive opportunities. And because the outer planets, all in these fire signs, are not really affecting each other, this is not going to result in global shaking and changing. All the changes in the second half of this year will be as a result of the developments of the first half. Instead, the opportunities, the windows of opportunity for growth and expansion that I'm suggesting are coming up from September through to February, March, are almost exclusively in the charts of individuals. So look at the area of the middle 10 degrees of Leo and the middle 10 degrees of Aries in your individual horoscopes. Look at the houses they're in. And start, providing it's not making difficult aspect, then start anticipating the glass as being 1% more than half full. And by September, there is an element of not so much luck as fortune coming in to substantial proportions of individual lives. The second half of this year is looking much nicer, and I, for one, am really looking forward to it. Right, I'm going back to the marriage of heaven and earth now. I shall report more on this tomorrow morning. Catch you later, folks. Bye.